Are you still getting basic results from ChatGPT while others are achieving breakthroughs? The difference isn't in the tool itself, but in how you use it. Most people treat ChatGPT like a simple search engine, missing the advanced features that transform it into a sophisticated AI collaborator. Today, I'm sharing 11 game-changing techniques that will elevate your ChatGPT skills from casual user to power user. These aren't basic tips you'll find everywhere. These are the hidden capabilities and advanced strategies that most users don't even know exist. By the end of this video, you'll know how to make ChatGPT remember your preferences, connect to your favorite applications, work independently on complex projects, and even create specialized AI assistants designed specifically for your needs. Let's dive into the techniques that separate good AI users from exceptional ones. First, master custom instructions and profiles. The biggest difference between casual and power users comes down to one word: customization. Most people jump straight into asking questions without ever properly setting up their AI assistant. It's like hiring a brilliant colleague but never giving them an onboarding session about who you are or how you work. Custom instructions are available to everyone, free and paid users alike, and they completely transform your ChatGPT experience. Think of this as programming ChatGPT's personality and context for every future conversation. Instead of starting each session with background information about your role or expertise, you set that context once, and it persists forever. Here's how this works practically. Rather than repeatedly explaining that you're a software developer working on machine learning projects, you configure that information in custom instructions. You can specify your technical background, preferred communication style, common tasks, and even whether you want detailed explanations or high-level overviews. The real power emerges when you set response preferences. Maybe you want ChatGPT to always include code examples, use analogies for complex concepts, or maintain a conversational tone versus formal language. Once configured, every new conversation automatically begins with ChatGPT already understanding your preferences and background. This single setup step can save hours per week because you're eliminating the need to re-explain context or correct tone in every interaction. The AI immediately understands your technical level and responds accordingly. Second, protect your privacy with incognito mode. While customizing ChatGPT, understanding data privacy becomes crucial, especially when working with sensitive code or proprietary algorithms. ChatGPT offers privacy controls that completely change how your data is managed, but most users never adjust these settings. The most important control is the ability to disable chat history entirely. When you turn this off, your conversations aren't used to train OpenAI's models and are automatically deleted after 30 days. Think of this as incognito mode for AI conversations. This becomes invaluable when discussing proprietary techniques, debugging sensitive code, or brainstorming ideas you're not ready to share publicly. You can toggle this setting on and off per conversation, maintaining privacy when needed, while still benefiting from ChatGPT's learning in general discussions. Here's a tip most people miss. You can export your chat history to keep personal records while ensuring OpenAI doesn't retain sensitive information beyond your comfort level. This gives you complete control over your data while maintaining the benefits of AI assistance. Third, connect your applications and data sources. This is where ChatGPT starts feeling like science fiction. The connectors feature allows ChatGPT to access and interact with your other tools and data sources. We're not talking about an isolated chatbot anymore, but a central hub that can integrate with Google Drive, Gmail, Calendar, GitHub repositories, and dozens of other services. Imagine asking ChatGPT to summarize recent emails about your machine learning project and check for related meetings this week. It can actually read your emails, search your calendar, and provide a comprehensive briefing without you switching between applications. For developers and researchers, this becomes incredibly powerful. Connect GitHub repositories, and ChatGPT can analyze recent commits, explain code changes, or help debug issues by examining your actual code base. Connect Google Drive, and it can analyze research papers, cross-reference documents, or organize your knowledge base. ChatGPT can also take actions with your permission. It might schedule meetings, draft email responses, update spreadsheets, or create documents. It always asks for confirmation before taking real-world actions, so you maintain control while gaining significant automation capabilities. Setting this up is straightforward through the Tools menu in ChatGPT. Start with 1 or 2 connections and gradually add more as you experience the value. Recent models can even use connections automatically when context suggests they'd be helpful. Fourth, structure your prompts like a professional. Effective prompting separates good AI users from exceptional ones. Most people approach ChatGPT like a search engine, asking simple questions and expecting magic. But ChatGPT responds best to clear, structured instructions that provide context and specify desired outcomes. The formula that consistently produces superior results includes 5 elements: role, task, context, constraints, and format. Instead of asking, "Help me with my machine learning project," which produces generic responses, structure your prompt like this. Role: you are an experienced machine learning engineer specializing in computer vision. Task: help me optimize a convolutional neural network for real-time image classification on mobile devices. Context: I'm working with 50,000 images across 10 categories. My current model achieves 87% accuracy but runs too slowly on mobile hardware using TensorFlow Lite for Android devices. Constraints: maintain at least 85% accuracy while reducing inference time by 50%. Prefer techniques that don't require extensive retraining or additional hardware dependencies. Format: present recommendations as a prioritized list with specific implementation steps, expected performance improvements, and potential trade-offs. This structured approach leverages ChatGPT's ability to role-play while providing specific context for relevant advice. You're essentially designing the outcome before ChatGPT starts writing, resulting in immediately actionable responses tailored to your situation. Fifth, break complex tasks into manageable steps. When tackling sophisticated projects like architecting ML systems or writing comprehensive research papers, resist the urge to dump everything into one massive prompt. Breaking complex tasks into manageable iterations consistently produces higher quality results. Think of this like software development. You don't write entire applications in one sitting. You plan, prototype, implement features incrementally, test, and refine. The same principle applies to working with ChatGPT on complex projects. Let's say you want to develop a comprehensive transformer. Start with structure. Create a detailed outline for implementing transformer models aimed at intermediate engineers. ChatGPT provides a well-structured outline covering attention mechanisms, positional encoding, multi-head attention, and training procedures. Review and refine this outline before proceeding. Then tackle each section individually. Develop the attention mechanisms section with mathematical foundations, intuitive explanations, and PyTorch code examples. Once complete, move to positional encoding, building on previously covered concepts. Finally, compile all sections into a cohesive guide with smooth transitions and consistent terminology. This iterative approach prevents common issues like hitting response length limits, maintaining consistency across long documents, and avoiding superficial treatment of complex topics. Sixth, turn ChatGPT into its own editor. This technique feels almost like cheating, using ChatGPT as an editor for its own work. After generating substantial content, prompt ChatGPT to review, critique, and improve what it just created. It's like having 2 AI minds working together. This works because ChatGPT can analyze its output objectively, often catching inconsistencies, logical gaps, or areas needing clarification. After completing a complex response, try prompting, "Review the above response for inconsistencies, unclear explanations, or missing details, then provide an improved version." The AI will reread its entire response and often identify issues you might have missed. It might notice concepts mentioned early but not fully explained later, inconsistent tone shifts, or technical explanations that could be clearer. For technical content, this becomes particularly powerful. Ask ChatGPT to check code for potential bugs, optimization opportunities, or better practices, then provide an improved version with explanations. It often catches edge cases, suggests more efficient algorithms, or identifies potential security issues. You can also request specific review types. Critique this explanation from a beginner's perspective. Where might they get confused? Or review for technical accuracy and suggest additional considerations a senior engineer might raise. Seventh, embrace multimodal capabilities. ChatGPT isn't limited to text anymore. Embracing its vision, voice, and image generation capabilities opens entirely new interaction possibilities. You can show images, speak prompts, and generate visual content, transforming how AI integrates into your workflow. Vision capabilities are particularly powerful for technical work. Photograph whiteboards full of equations, architectural diagrams, or handwritten notes, and ChatGPT can read and analyze them. Upload conference slide photos and ask for summaries, explanations of complex diagrams, or conversion of handwritten notes to digital text. This becomes invaluable for code review and debugging. Screenshot error messages, upload system architecture diagrams, or show hardware setup photos. ChatGPT analyzes what it sees and provides relevant guidance while performing optical character recognition automatically. Voice interaction changes productivity and ideation dynamics. When walking, driving, or preferring to think aloud, speak your prompts instead of typing. Speech recognition is powered by OpenAI's Whisper model, handling technical terminology and complex concepts accurately. This proves especially useful for brainstorming or capturing ideas quickly. You might be reviewing code and suddenly have an optimization idea. Just speak it to ChatGPT for immediate feedback without breaking your flow to type detailed prompts. ChatGPT can also speak responses back in naturally sounding voices, perfect for long explanations or hands-free information absorption. Listen to algorithm explanations while working on hardware, or have it walk you through troubleshooting steps. Eighth, deploy agent mode for autonomous work. Agent mode represents where ChatGPT transforms from sophisticated chatbot to true artificial intelligence. This feature allows ChatGPT to work autonomously on complex, multi-step tasks while you focus on higher-level objectives. Instead of micromanaging every interaction, you provide goals and watch ChatGPT orchestrate necessary steps. Think of agent mode as promoting ChatGPT from assistant to autonomous colleague. You might say, research latest quantum machine learning developments, analyze their impact on current neural network architectures, and create a comprehensive report with actionable recommendations. Rather than requiring you to break this into individual searches and analysis tasks, ChatGPT autonomously plans and executes the entire workflow. The agent uses a virtual computer environment to browse the web, run code, analyze data, and interact with various tools and APIs. It operates in a continuous loop, reasoning about next steps, taking action, evaluating results, and adapting approach as needed. For researchers and developers, this handles tedious research and analysis work that typically consumes hours of time. You could ask it to compare transformer architecture performance on specific datasets, run benchmarks, and identify promising approaches. The agent would systematically research each architecture, potentially test implementations, analyze results, and compile comprehensive findings. The agent maintains transparency throughout this process. You can observe its thought processes, watch it browse websites, see it write and execute code, and intervene anytime to adjust the approach. It's like having a research assistant whose work you monitor in real time. Ninth, learn interactively with study mode. For those constantly learning new concepts and technologies, study mode transforms ChatGPT from information provider to interactive tutor, adapting to your learning style and pace. This isn't about getting answers, it's about building genuine understanding through guided discovery. When you activate study mode, ChatGPT's entire approach changes. Instead of simply explaining concepts, it engages you in Socratic dialogue, asking questions that help you think through problems and discover insights independently. This mimics effective learning environments where understanding develops through active engagement rather than passive consumption. Say you want to understand transformer attention mechanisms. In normal mode, ChatGPT might provide comprehensive explanations. In study mode, it might start by asking, what do you think the main limitation is when neural networks process long text sequences? Based on your response, it adapts explanations to your current understanding level. Study mode breaks complex topics into
digestible chunks, builds from foundational concepts to advanced applications, and regularly checks understanding with practice problems or conceptual questions. If you're grasping concepts quickly, it accelerates. If you're struggling with particular aspects, it provides additional analogies, examples, or alternative explanations. For technical subjects, this proves particularly valuable, as study mode walks you through implementing algorithms step by step, asking you to predict outcomes or explain design decisions. 10th, create specialized custom GPTs. This might be the most transformative feature for power users, creating specialized AI assistants tailored to specific domains and use cases. Custom GPTs let you essentially clone ChatGPT and configure each clone for particular purposes, creating a suite of specialized tools that understand your context and preferences. Think of custom GPTs as having different expert consultants in your team. You might create a machine learning research assistant knowing your research focus, coding preferences, and theoretical background. Another might be a code review specialist trained on your team's standards and best practices. Another could be a technical writing coach understanding your communication style and target audience. Creating custom GPTs involves conversing with the GPT builder, where you specify the purpose, personality, and knowledge base of the assistant. Upload reference documents, research papers, coding guidelines, or any materials that should inform responses. Specify which tools it should access: web browsing for research, code interpretation for analysis, or image generation for visualizations. For researchers, this becomes incredibly powerful. Create GPTs specialized in your particular area: computer vision, natural language processing, or reinforcement learning, and feed them your recent papers, experimental results, and theoretical frameworks. This assistant becomes uniquely qualified for research literature reviews, experimental design, or theoretical discussions in your domain. The consistency and efficiency gains are substantial. Instead of re-explaining context and preferences in every conversation, custom GPTs start each interaction already knowing your background, working style, and objectives. 11th, organize everything with projects. As your ChatGPT usage becomes more sophisticated, organization becomes crucial. Projects provide intelligent workspaces that maintain context, memory, and focus across multiple related conversations. Think of projects as dedicated environments for different aspects of work. You might have a deep learning research project containing all conversations, files, and context related to current research. A separate production code review project might house discussions about code quality, debugging sessions, and optimization strategies for deployed systems. Projects derive their power from persistent memory and context sharing. All conversations within a project can reference previous discussions, uploaded files, and accumulated knowledge. This means you can start conversations about experimental results, reference them weeks later in paper writing discussions, and ChatGPT understands connections while maintaining continuity. For practitioners juggling multiple projects, this organization prevents context bleeding and confusion. When discussing neural architectures in your machine learning project, ChatGPT won't accidentally reference web development conversations from different projects. Projects also allow specific instructions and personas for different work areas. Your research project might configure ChatGPT to be theoretical and citation-focused, while your production coding project emphasizes practical implementation and best practices. File management within projects proves particularly valuable for research and development. Upload research papers, datasets, code repositories, and documentation directly to projects, making them available for reference in any workspace conversation. ChatGPT can cross-reference these materials, find connections between documents, and provide insights based on your complete project knowledge. Your next steps forward. These 11 techniques represent a fundamental shift in AI collaboration capabilities. We've moved far beyond simple question and answer interactions to sophisticated partnerships with AI systems that learn your preferences, access your tools, work autonomously on complex tasks, and serve as specialized consultants across different domains. The key insight is that these aren't isolated features. They work synergistically. Custom instructions enhance every interaction. Connected apps provide richer context. Agent mode leverages all configurations for autonomous work. Custom GPTs embody accumulated preferences and knowledge. Projects organize everything into coherent, focused workspaces. Start by implementing one or two techniques most relevant to your immediate needs. Maybe begin begin with custom instructions and improved prompting, then gradually add agent capabilities and project organization as you experience the value. The goal isn't using every feature immediately, but building a progressively more sophisticated and personalized AI collaboration environment. Subscribe to uncover the latest AI breakthroughs, trends, and tech insights made simple for everyone. Start using ChatGPT as the sophisticated AI collaboration platform it actually is. Your future self will thank you for making this investment in AI fluency today.